Welcome back to Trojan Sports Now, and with us this week we have the head coach of the volleyball team, Coach Sonny Kirkpatrick. Coach, thanks for joining us this week.
No problem, Jonathan. Glad to be here.
Well, Coach, it's kind of been a roller coaster start to the season for you. Lost a tournament to begin the year, won another one. Now you've kind of settled things out and got back to some normalcy. Just talk about the start of your year.
Well, roller coaster is a great way to put it. We really like our team. We think we've got some really good players in the positions, and unfortunately, that's the way we play. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. We have not been able to find any kind of consistent play, for the most part, for the team. We've had some really good individual performances through the year, but we're still waiting to put that match together where everyone is on the same page and doing the same thing and being at a high level.
Now, over the weekend, you were at the Kennesaw State Tournament. You were 3-1 over the weekend. Just talk about how the weekend worked out for you.
We started out really well against Chattanooga in the first match. We're kind of dominating the first game, and then we let them go and get onto a run, and we ended up losing the first game. And then we kind of got refocused back into how we do things and won the next 3 sets. Not necessarily easily, but more comfortably than we have in the past. That night we played North Carolina Central and went out and really challenged the team to play at a high level, and they did. No matches are ever easy, but we got a lot of people some time in that match just because of how well we were playing. Saturday afternoon, we had a chance to play Tennessee State, played really well in the first game. Came back, we're down 19-12 in the second game, got refocused again after timeout, won 25-22, and then the third game wasn't close. And then against Kennesaw, jumped out in the first game, won really fairly comfortably, and then just allowed Kennesaw to get momentum, and it was really difficult to get it back, and had an opportunity to win that fourth game but didn't capitalize on it and ended up losing the championship game. So while we had a pretty good weekend, we had planned to play Kennesaw in the finals. That was the match we were really focusing on, and we didn't get it done.
Well, now this weekend you had just right up the road, up 231 to Montgomery for the Alabama State Tournament. What can we expect there?
Really, Jonathan, I don't know. I know that we'll be prepared. We know that the team we play on Saturday is really, really good. So we can't look ahead to that. We've got to be ready to play Alabama State at 1 o'clock on Friday. I know we'll be ready for that match. And then we play Jackson State at 5. So we need to get to the Saturday match first before we kind of start looking ahead. But, it's going to be a very competitive tournament. North Texas from the Sun Belt is there as well. They're a quality team. We get to see them play live and kind of scout them a little bit for our match later in the year. And, if we take care of our side of the ball, if we serve, receive well, which at points we've done, at points it hasn't been very good, if we can do that, if we can run our offense consistently and play pretty good defense, or at least above average defense, I really like our team. And we've shown the ability to do that in small stretches and not necessarily over an entire weekend. That's what we're trying to strive for before we really start our conference play.
Yeah, but for any fans that want to go up there but also want to catch the football game on Saturday here in Troy, they don't really have to worry about that because they don't conflict. Your Saturday matchup is at 9 o'clock in the morning, am I right?
It is. You're totally correct, and part of that was by design.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little selfish when I set that schedule up and asked Alabama State's coach a little bit of a favor, so she put us at that first match on Saturday. It's going to be a great atmosphere here at Troy, and while we have business to take care of up there, it's important that our team gets a chance to be part of the college experience and to get home. I mean, Mississippi State doesn't come here every year.
Right.
So we're gonna give our team a chance to come out and actually enjoy themselves, and hopefully it'll be a really good finish to a great weekend.
Right, and hopefully some fans can make up their way up to Montgomery Friday for a 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock match.
Correct.
And then a Saturday at 9, as we just said. Also earlier this year, you've only played one home match so far. That was against Auburn. I know it was a disappointing loss, but once again, a good turnout from the crowd for that game.
Our fans are amazing. They have always supported us. I'd hoped that we could get that third game get everyone excited, because I think if we get a chance to win that game, all of a sudden it becomes a pretty interesting match. The crowd was amazing. Thanks to everyone that came out and supported us. And hopefully it's the sign of things to come. We play back here at home next Tuesday. I believe it's the 18th. And we would love to have everybody come out and support us again. And hopefully we're continuing to play better as we get into conference season, which begins that weekend. So it'll be a good test for us. Florida A&M is a quality opponent. They've played some huge teams. They played Florida and Florida State, and I believe there was another top 25 team in there as well. So they're very seasoned in playing against some really good competition. So we're looking forward to having them here.
And plenty of good quality opponents to come here throughout the conference schedule as well for fans to go out and see. Now, just speak a little bit about conference. You've got a lot of games home on the road and on the road to look forward to, some tough matches against some good quality opponents as well.
We have more conference matches at home, which is really good for us. I've always kind of built teams in the ability to win away from home. I think that our home crowd helps us out tremendously, but we've got to be mentally tough to go on the road and get a win in somebody else's gym, especially against the Western Kentuckys and the Middle Tennessees of the world. So having the majority of our conference matches at home is a true benefit for us. The Sun Belt is an amazing volleyball conference. The teams that we have playing, Western Kentucky this past weekend beat the number 10 team in the nation. Their 3 losses have been to Penn State, who's ranked number 2, Louisville, who's in the top 25, and then Ohio State, who's in the top 30. Wow. So they're a quality team. Middle Tennessee this weekend lost to LSU and North Carolina, and Western Michigan. All 3 teams went to the NCAA tournament last year. So the conference is really strong in getting out there and getting the Sun Belt name out there, and we hope that we're able to help out a little bit with that too.
Now, what kind of goals did you set for your team this year going into the season? Last year you finished above 500. We're 6-10 in conference play, but what kind of goals did you have for this season?
Well, naturally we'd like to not make it nearly as stressful to get into the Sun Belt tournament. We had hoped for a 20-win season, which is still very, very attainable. We've got to do some stuff on our side to make sure that happens. And we would love to be in the top 4 or top 5 of the conference. And again, that's an attainable goal if we continue to prepare like we've been. And then it comes down to execution, and that's something that we're trying to find some kind of consistency with.
Now, I know we've been talking about the home crowd a little bit with how good they are for the big games and throughout conference. Next year they have something else to look forward to, hopefully next year, with the move to the new Trojan Arena. I know you've already started telling recruits about that and trying to sell that to them, but just talk about the excitement level of getting to move into that new arena.
What an amazing building. Dr. Hawkins and Dr. Bookout and everyone that went into the planning of that building really did a first-class, first-rate job. I have never been in an arena as nice as our arena.
Right.
And unfortunately, I'm kind of old enough to say that I've been in a lot of arenas. We are so excited to get a chance to get over there, both as a practice facility and a home court. It's something that we can show off. Right. There is no one that we have played that has a venue anywhere close to ours. And in the recruiting game, it's all about facilities. It's all about what you have on your campus. Right. And Dr. Hawkins and the administration have just done a wonderful job with the dining facility, with the new dorms, and with all the building and construction that we've done on campus to make us just a first-rate university. And we're a hidden gem. Our recruits consistently say that our website does not do the campus justice. No offense to our website, folks. But when we get recruits on campus, more than likely we get a commitment before they leave. Wow. And that just speaks volumes about what the administration here at the university has done. And I could not be more proud of showing our campus to recruits. It is really a drop-dead gorgeous campus.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I'm going to.
Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate it.
I know you were able to get Auburn to come to Sartain. Do you have your eyes set on bringing some bigger name opponents to the new arena?
Yes. We're always trying to bring SEC teams in. We've got a really good relationship with the coaches at Florida State, with Georgia Tech and Georgia, and hopefully we can start bringing some of those teams in now. As we continue to get better, naturally some of those teams are going to want to come to Troy, and they have no idea about the new arena.
Okay.
So with the fact that we are trying to get in there for next year, our scheduling will definitely continue to increase.
All right, Coach. Well, we're out of time, but thank you for joining us, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Trojan Sports Now.